What is up, Dokkan player? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Blaze, and today we are back with another Dokkan battle video. And today, before we start the video, of course, hopefully you guys are having a very good day today. And yes, your eyes do not deceive you. We have done it. We have officially surpassed the Super Battle King on Global, so aka the match ningen, because we actually have your 40 for 40, the last stage of no item run, which was the Ginyu Force. Now this stage here is actually very difficult for me. The reason why is because, unfortunately, unlike the other YouTubers, I don't have a very big following compared to them, so I don't have the luxury to ask for a LR Tech Ginyu friend that's fully rainbowed or 55%. I just really have to go what's available in the friend system, so this is what made it very difficult. One more thing that actually made it very difficult is that also I do not like the Ginyu Force. They're my least favorite units in this game. The tech one is good, but the rest I'm not a very big fan of. Hopefully they will get an easy A and it will make it much better. But again, the Ginyu Force, I took my sweet time to get them at level 10 links. The only units that are fully max level 10 links here are the LR's Ginyu and also the In Ginyu as well. The rest are not fully max level 10 links, but they are close to like 8 and 9 here. So we have this very good start because, as you guys can see here, we do start off with the perfect rotation where you don't have the LR Tech Ginyu with the Int one, and then you have the LR Physical Ginyu with the LR Tech Ginyu as well here. So what's actually very good is that they do get a very big buff on attack, which actually makes it much better. So I do here go for Krillin with the Tech one here, just because we have type neutral. But we do get a crit here. But again, the damage that they do is actually very good for Super Battle because you don't want to last too long in this type of run, just because you have no items. Well, I mean, if you're doing a no item run, you definitely want to beat them as fast as possible. So with the level link system here, they are doing more damage and they're a little bit more tankier, but it's really just the LRs and the Int Ginyu as well. So of course here we got very good. So I decided to go here for Gohan, and hopefully I'm praying that we actually don't get supered by the what's his face here, by Krillin here, because he has STR and we will take a little bit of damage if we decide not to finish him, or if we actually get supered here. So things are looking very good. Now this stage here, what actually makes you, I think it took me like probably, I don't know here, we actually did do some very good damage here on Gohan. But what actually makes you do the no item run possible for the stage here is actually the first stage, how well it goes. My Ginyu has a bunch of dodge, which is very good because we did dodge a super attack. Now even though he would have tanked that pretty well, HP is very crucial in this type of run of no item run, because our HP is actually not that high. And if you do a super attack, I mean, if you get hit by a super attack, you are usually taking like around 100k, right, which is more than half our HP. So actually 150k, sorry. So again, HP is very crucial. We actually get the stun here from Goldo, which is very good. And also we are able to start next turn with both LRs as well. So Vegeta next turn is also an N-type unit, so we should actually take care of him very quickly. So boom, we take care of Gohan, we got a beautiful crit, and now we are looking very good at full HP. Now, I've done this run probably like 1,000 times, and I will say I think it is actually harder than the Super AGL no item run. And the reason why is because one of the biggest factors is that I don't have the luxury of getting like 1 billion LR Ginyus as a friend. So that's like one of the biggest issues. But also, like, really, this is really based on RNG, because the good units really on this team is just basically the LRs. The rest, they're just there to fill up the gap. But the LRs are really what are doing the most damage. Of course, the In Ginyu as well. But again, this right here, I would definitely say it's definitely harder in my opinion compared to Super AGL, just because Pycon makes it so much easier, right? So again, that run only took me 2 tries when I got Pycon, and this one here till this day, even though I didn't give it that many tries, it's still pretty difficult, I want to say, right? So here we go. Now we can see here that we are getting supered in the middle, and I decided to put the Tech Ginyu in the middle. And the reason why is because, again, most of my units here do have dodge built in them, and we got very lucky we actually got the dodge. So we are able to see some HP. And I think Jace also dodges here as well. He does not. He takes 23k, but that's fine. But again, the physical LR Ginyu is actually very important because he is supporting defense, which is able to make the other units tank much better, right? So here we are. We have most attacks in the front, which is exactly what we want. Reason why is because in this first spot, when we are facing multiple enemies, the In Ginyu has damage reduction, plus he has loyalty, plus we have the support from the LR Tech Ginyu, so he is the best candidate to put in the front. And you can see our type disadvantage, we are taking 4 figures, which is very good for this type of Super Battle Road. And yeah, there we go. So this, again, this took, I want to say this is definitely harder than Super AGL, but again, it really depends how you want to see it. But not having the luxury of using, of having like a billion friends of the LR Tech Ginyu is very, very difficult. So of course I have Goldo go for Vegeta here, try and get the stun, but of course we do not get the stun, and we get super. So at this point here, I'm believing that the run is over because we take 144k, but we actually do survive. So that's actually very, very shocking, but our HP is very, very low. But luckily I did line up the orbs here, so I do have enough for some healing. So again, the orbs are very, very crucial. I for sure have here the Ginyu go for Vegeta, and then have the LR Tech Ginyu go for Goku, because we are very close to a Dokkan attack, and I want to make sure I do want to maximize my damage output without taking too much risk. Because the Tech one, if we don't get a crit, then it would be kind of a waste, so I decided to go for the physical Goku. Of course, your Vegeta is almost done, but all the attacks are in the front, and we are taking double figures. And I'm just very happy that we actually did not take any super attacks, because that would have been pretty normal for super battle, but I mean, that would have been really, really bad. So we are taking double figures, which is very, very good. And then we have here Rakum go for Vegeta to finish him off. At this point, I'm praying that we don't get super, which we do not. So very, very, very lucky. And now this is where I kind of gamble this, because I can see here we do have a super attack. Now, the Tech Ginyu, his defense is good, but if we eat that super attack and we decide not to dodge, then we are going to lose because our HP is around 100k. So I decided to actually take a risk here and put, of course, Jason in the front. Now, of course, for obvious reasons, I'm not able to put the Int one in the front because we no longer have the damage reduction and its type disadvantage. So I was debating here, but I actually decided to put Jace because, again, he's the best candidate. And on top of that, I did give him 12 dodge of equipment, which is disgusting. So if anyone's going to dodge here, it's going to be Jace. So I decided to go for, to put Jace in the front. And hopefully I'm not going to activate the Dokkan meter because we are very close to it. I want to make sure I use it for the last stage. So here we go. We are able to give the friend here, who's at 89% by the way, not fully rainbowed, an 18 key super. And then of course I have here the Ginyu. I give him as much key as possible, just to make sure, I guess, we're very close to dual contact but not to trigger it, which we do not do. So you can see we are taking 14k of damage. Alright, there we go. And then we get eat a super attack because of Jace. We can see it here, but boom, there we go. We actually get the dodge, and that basically is what seals our victory because our HP is very, very low, right, going to the next stage. So boom, there we go, get a beautiful crit, and you can see here the friend took 21k. So imagine if he was in the first spot and he decided not to dodge or eat the super attack, that would have been GG for us. So that was the right call. All right, and then there we go. Now we're on the last stage and we have a Dokkan attack. So at this point here, you are going to see at this point here, you are going to see that I am going to cut the video. The reason why is because I'm actually doing some research here, figuring out who actually does the most damage, if it's going to be the Tech LR Ginyu or if it's going to be the physical LR Ginyu, because we have a Dokkan attack and there's two attacks in the front. I do notice that the physical one has better defense than the Tech one, but after doing some research here, I actually went on the Truth's video for No Item Run just to see who does the more damage. And it is going to be the LR Tech Ginyu by just a little bit here, but we do have type advantage because I decided to go for Jace here. So you can see here I am stalling for quite a while here because I'm actually on YouTube trying to see who actually does the most damage, which is actually going to be the LR Tech Ginyu. So again, my hopes is that we are not going to get supered because there's two attacks in the front. If we get supered, it's GG, run is over, and it is what it is. So here we go. We actually go for the Tech Key Spheres, just like that. And then actually I have to make sure that the physical Ginyu in the middle does get a attack, an 18 key super, because he is going to increase the defense for Goldo if we don't stun or kill Naze. So that's very, very crucial. Alright, so there we go. And then now we get the Dokkan attack. Alright, so boom, we take no super attack, which is very, very good. Now at this point here, I actually do restart the app. The reason why is because I actually missed the Dokkan attack. And honestly, I don't usually do that, but in this type of video, I actually had to do it because, again, I don't have the luxury of having like a billion LR Tech Ginyus as friends. So I decided to restart the app to make sure I get the full 7 nodes here for the Dokkan attack, so we can maximize our damage output. So again, this was very, very crucial. Alright, we take no damage in the front, which is very, very good. Of course, I go for Trouser, or for aka Selza, if that's his real name. Alright, some boom, boom, boom. And now we have a dual contact. Now I'm thinking to myself that we can probably kill Celza here because we have type advantage, especially if we get a crit. So here we go. He's at 1.6 here for the Ginyu. Alright, and this is my Ginyu who's fully maxed level 10 links as well. So this actually worked out very, very good. Alright, and then I boom. There we go. 3 million. Now at that attack stat, I thought the run was over. But then I see Celza attack us or Trouser. And we actually survived. So we got pretty lucky here. As well as that Dore decided not to super attack us, so that's also very good. But I was very, very shocked that Celza or Trouser actually survived that, because now we're still not at the park. And then Naze actually still has a bit of HP, but luckily we get the stun, and then we heal up with the Do contact. So again, very, very good. So now Naze is stunned for 2 turns, so obviously I am gonna go for Trouser with the Ginyu because he's almost done. And then I'm gonna have Ginyu, or actually, what's his face here? I'm gonna have here Raccoon actually go on Naze along with Trouser. I mean Trouser. Is his name Trouser? No, Jace here. Sorry. So here, this is the point where actually it did kind of pay off for me to rotate off the Ginyu. But I do see that we are getting supered in the middle by Dore. Now I am deciding who should take the super attack. And I decided to put Raccoon here because he has more defense compared to Jace. Even though Jace has a better chance of dodging, I rather say with consistency, so I decided to put Raccoon here, just to try and see if we can take out. Obviously take the super attack. So we do take care of Trouser, so Trouser is no longer an issue. Alright, we do get a super attack by Dore. We take 140, actually 139k of damage. So we're still very, very good on HP. Now we just have to make sure we try and take out Naze next turn. So very lucky that there's no attacks in the front. So we are able to take out Naze. And here I'm deciding how I should keep my rotations, because again, we can eat a super attack and still die from it. And I'm banking that since we got supered last turn from Dore, that I'm kind of forgetting that we're not going to get supered this turn. So obviously I am going to go for Naze and then have the rest just go for Dore. Now here I decided to actually put the Ginyu, the Ginyu in the middle, just because we have type advantage against Dore. So we're for sure going to take out Naze here. And I decided to give all those orbs here to the Tech LR Ginyu for the extra healing, and then have the rest of the orbs here to the other characters to get the more healing as well. So this is where we get the run done. Now we have 40 for 40, so we have passed the Masked Ningen, who again is the Super Battle King on the global side. But the #1 king right now, of course, is going to be the Truth. But I am going to be in second place as the Super Battle Destroyer. So there we go, 40 for 40. Alright, so Naze is gone here because with the super attack, his HP is very, very low. And what actually is very good is actually get an additional super attack. So now that actually seals a run because Dore decides not to super attack. So the run is over, done with. And there we go, we are 40 for 40. Now I do know on my channel, actually, there's actually some videos that are missing. But I do have the screenshots because I don't think you guys are going to watch it anyway. So I am going to put the screenshots at the end. I do have the Fusion Super Battle No Item Run, but I don't know if I really want to put it out because it's kind of outdated. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put it, maybe not. But let me know down below if you guys want to see the No Item Run Fusion one. But we have 40 for 40, the first, I guess, global YouTuber to get recorded, done with, and that is a wrap, my boys. All right, so that's the video, my boys. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, sub for more videos, comment down below. Let me know how your World Tournament grind is going. But on this channel, we are in second place for the No Item Runs, and we are the Super Battle Destroyer. And hopefully, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!